where we use like blunt objects and knife, like it's good to do handed knife and firearm defense. And we'll get into that more once we get through some more of the basics, I think. Just kind of more the fundamentals of grappling. You want me to do the first of the two?
Yeah, go ahead, show the...
So we're gonna do two techniques here. They're both escaping from the bottom position. Escaping from bottom position is really important because you can feel very vulnerable being pinned on the bottom in various different ways and unable to get up. So first off, we're gonna do escape from mount, and then we're gonna do escape from bottom side control. Charles is gonna go ahead. Go ahead and get mount. We'll start. You wanna start with that one? And then we'll work, because this is DEFCON 1. Mount isn't a good thing to be in. He has superior position, because even if I try to punch him and he punches me, he's punching me first every single time. So this is an inferior position. He has superior. I gotta get out. So first off, I need to make sure I'm covered. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna show and then I'll talk more. So what's going on? First off, I'm making sure that his hips are above my hips, because if he ends up going way high up on my shoulder, it doesn't matter how much I hip or try to oopa, it's gonna be all for nothing, and I'm gonna waste my energy, and then Charles is gonna get one of his famous Kimuras, and he's gonna take your arm home like a Wookiee. We don't want that. So first off, make sure their hips are above my hips. And if you mind just posturing real quick. I'm going to have I'm not pushing when I'm doing this. I'm thinking about creating a load-bearing wall for my home. My home, the wall doesn't push out. It just stays like a wall. So I'm going to have my arm across the hip. I'm using a knife hand, and I'm going right below the wrist, because I don't want the wrist bend. So I'm going below the wrist, thumbless, and my elbow is gonna come across my ribs, and it's gonna come in nice and tight on this side, right here. And I'm going between my rib and his knee right there. And that's kind of telegraphing which side I'm shrimping to, but that's okay, because I'm gonna get an escape. I'm gonna use a very explosive hip pump, and I'm gonna get on my edge, and I'm not pushing, I'm just holding my hips here. And now I've created a doorway for my top knee to come through. And once I connect that top knee here, and I have it above the hip line, I'm relatively safe, right? So now I need to get up on my edge and shrimp out. And now I can either re-engage with butterfly, I can re-engage with closing my guard, or I can disengage by standing up and we're ready to fight. So it gives us options once we've gotten taken down, mounted, escape. One more time. Here and here. Here, elbow in, wrist, load-bearing wall. I bring my hips in. I'm almost coming back. I'm bringing them up, and I'm almost like a turkey, like Thanksgiving turkey, right? And then now I've got this ball, this diamond area that I control. If I sit up, I can come in here, and I make sure I get that underhook. You could get in for a sweep here, and I can end up in top position. There's a lot of different things that you can do. The main point is we're getting up and getting out of a vulnerable position, right? Then we have questions. You want to see it again?
One more time.
One more time. Yeah. That's actually one of the best questions, or one of the best responses. Go ahead. Come in. And then we'll get into the escape from here if we're on bottom. It all has to do with that underhook.